Hello everyone, I am Saurabh Bhatnagar from saurabhbhatnagar.com, and in this tutorial I will show you how you can make use of caches. The Just like you would have heard about caches and cookies. So caches are almost like cookies, and you will learn how to make use of these caches to actually you know reduce your page load time, and ultimately this will help in the SEO optimization of your site. So what are caches actually? There are a few type of caches. For example, the browser cache and the page cache and the object cache. So there are few kind of caches, and the object cache is something like in your website if there are videos or there are images, so that is called an object. And what a cache does is whenever you visit a website, so by the help of object cache, it stores some of the information like the audio or the image. It will get stored in the PC of the particular person who will visit your website, and the next time whenever he visits your website, so these things, the objects won't take the time to load once again. So these things get saved. And similarly, the browser cache is the browser layout of your website, the codes of your website, so they get saved into the browser of your visitor's PC. And then we have the page cache, and in the page cache the layouts and certain things, they get saved. And there are some more things which can be done with the help of this particular plugin. This is W3 Total Cache. So first of all, you can install this plugin, and I will show you one more thing. So right now I am this website is under construction, saurabhbhatnagar.com, and there is a website called gtmetrics.com. It gives you a complete report of your performance report of your website, and you can see the performance report of my website. The page speed score, it has given me a E, and this particular criteria is for Google, and this Y criteria is for Yahoo. And from Yahoo I have got a D. And there are a few more things, like it has asked me to leverage browser caching, enable gzip compression, and there are a lot of things. So let's get into the plugin. And after you have enabled and activated your plugin, you will go into the general settings, and over here what you will do is you will first of all enable the page cache, and then you will enable the minify. Minify, what it does is actually it will compress your codes, and so that your codes are compressed and it won't take much time to load, so it helps. And then you will enable the object cache, and the browser cache is automatically enabled, and then you will click on save all settings. And the next thing what you will do is you will go into your browser cache, and over here you will see that this first option is automatically checked, the last modified header. So let's leave it like that. And now you will click on 1 2 3 4 5. So you will check all the first six options. So all the first six options will get checked, and then click on save all settings. So this is what you will do. And there's one more option in the general settings page, and this is the CDN. So if you are hosting your website on a CDN, the content delivery network, so then you can enable this particular option as well. Otherwise you don't need to enable this. So this is what you will do. And now let's once again go back to gtmetrics.com and let's retest our website. So over here, as you can see that the page speed score has improved, and earlier it was E and right now it is C, and the Y score has actually turned into a green, so now it is 81%. And the browser caching, which was earlier I was into the F category, now I am into the B category, so this is good. So these things helps, and these are a few basic things, and in the further tutorials about page speed you will see some more things which will help you decrease your page load time, and this will ultimately help in the SEO optimization of your site. So once again, thank you for watching this tutorial, and I will see you in the next tutorial, the page speed part 3. Thank you.